Have you ever seen steam pouring out from under a car's hood on the side of the road? Most of the time, that disaster starts with one simple problem in the cooling system. And here's the scary part. Ignoring it can destroy an engine that costs thousands of dollars to replace. But the good news is this. With a few simple habits, you can keep your car's cooling system running smoothly for years. Today, I'm going to show you a few easy things that mechanics recommend to make your cooling system last as long as possible. Let's get started. Step 1. Use the right coolant. First, let's talk about coolant, the lifeblood of your cooling system. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming all coolant is the same. It's not. Different cars require different types. Some use green coolant, others use orange, red, blue, or even special long-life formulas. Using the wrong coolant can cause chemical reactions inside the system, leading to corrosion, clogged passages, and damage to expensive parts like the radiator or water pump. Another mistake drivers make is topping off the system with plain water. Water alone doesn't protect against rust, corrosion, or freezing temperatures. So unless you're in an emergency, always use the exact coolant type recommended in your owner's manual. This simple habit alone can add years to the life of your cooling system. Step 2. Replace coolant on schedule. Next, remember that coolant doesn't last forever. Over time, it breaks down and loses its protective properties. Old coolant can actually become acidic, and when that happens, it slowly starts damaging parts inside the system. It can eat away at the radiator, heater core, gaskets, and seals. That's why most manufacturers recommend a coolant flush somewhere between 30,000 and 60,000 miles. Instead of just topping it off, draining the old coolant and replacing it with fresh fluid keeps the entire system clean and protected. And the best part, a coolant flush is one of the cheapest maintenance services you can do to prevent major engine damage. Step 3. Check the radiator cap. Now here's a tiny part most drivers completely ignore, the radiator cap. It may look simple, but it plays a very important role. The cap keeps the cooling system under pressure, which raises the boiling point of the coolant. If the cap gets weak or worn out, the coolant can start boiling earlier than it should. That can lead to overheating, coolant loss, and even air pockets in the system. The good news is that radiator caps are inexpensive and easy to replace. Changing it every few years is a small investment that can prevent big problems later. Step 4. Inspect hoses regularly. Another important thing to watch is the condition of your radiator and heater hoses. These hoses carry hot coolant throughout the engine, but over time, heat and pressure cause rubber hoses to wear out. They can become soft, brittle, cracked, or swollen. If a hose bursts while you're driving, the coolant can drain out in seconds, and your engine could overheat almost immediately. That's why it's a good idea to inspect your hoses regularly. If you notice cracks, bulges, or soft spots, replace them right away. Also check that the hose clamps are tight and secure. This quick inspection can save you from a major breakdown. Step 5. Watch the water pump and thermostat. Two more critical components in your cooling system are the water pump and the thermostat. The water pump is responsible for circulating coolant through the engine. Without it, the coolant simply won't move. The thermostat controls when coolant flows through the radiator, helping the engine maintain the correct operating temperature. If either of these parts fails, the engine can overheat quickly. Signs of trouble might include coolant leaks near the water pump, strange grinding noises, or a temperature gauge that suddenly spikes or fluctuates. If you notice any of these warning signs, it's best to fix the problem early before it turns into a bigger repair. Step 6. Keep the radiator clean. Finally, don't forget about the radiator itself. As you drive, the radiator collects dirt, dust, bugs, and road debris. When the fins become clogged, airflow is restricted, and the radiator can't cool the engine properly. Every once in a while, it's a good idea to gently rinse the radiator with a garden hose. This simple cleaning helps restore airflow and improves cooling performance. Also keep an eye out for any small coolant leaks around the radiator. Even a tiny leak can eventually turn into a major problem if it's ignored. So let's quickly recap. If you want your car's cooling system to last as long as possible, remember these 6 simple tips. Use the correct coolant. Replace coolant at the recommended intervals. Check the radiator cap. Inspect hoses regularly. Watch the water pump and thermostat. And keep your radiator clean. These small maintenance steps can prevent overheating, protect your engine, and save you thousands of dollars in repairs. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more simple car maintenance tips, and share this video with someone who wants their car to last longer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.